Stay tuned as we take a look at this Power Rangers Lightning Collection Dragon Shield Black Ranger. Pow and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. Today is a very spontaneous review as I didn't expect to have this in hand so soon. It is of course the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Dragon Shield Black Ranger, aka Zach from the old school Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Now, this never had a release date. This wasn't even a pre-order available in the UK. This randomly just turned up at UK shores. I have no idea why. As I said, I didn't even pre-order this and I got lucky and actually picked this up at retail, which is very rare for me. Usually here in the UK, I have to do all my shopping online, but this was actually in Forbidden Planet on the shelves and I picked it up today. Very random, but I'm not complaining. That and the Black Ranger were always one of my favourites from back in the day. And as I've said, with this Lightning Collection, I'm going to be picking up everything that's Mighty Morphin and Zeo. And the line has been very impressive so far. So I had to get this Dragon Shield Black Ranger Zach, even though it is sort of an Easter egg, as he only really wore this for a couple of scenes in the original Mighty Morphin show. If I've got the clip, I'll throw it up.
Tommy, don't touch me! He's spraying me with some kind of acid gel. It'll get you too.
Zach, here, take my shield. The powers in it will heal you and give you energy.
Thanks, Tommy. What about you?
I'll be okay. Huh? Look out!
You're gonna pay for that, Green Ranger!
Look out, Zach!
Sit tight, buddy. I'll take care of this guy.
So there it is. That is the scene where we get Zach wearing the Green Ranger's Dragon Shield when Tommy lent it him. And yeah, that is what this figure is made from. So obviously it's another reason for them to reissue a figure down the line without the Dragon Shield. But as I said, not complaining, going to be picking up everything Mighty Morphin. But he does also come with an unmasked Zach head. He comes with his axe sort of gun as well. We get a little effect pieces behind the packaging there. And we also get his Power Rangers blaster. So yeah, Black Ranger. I love the packaging on this Lightning Collection as well. I know it's such a small thing, but it really is nice. He's not associated with any wave. There's no bio, there's no read-up or anything like that. But yeah, really nice packaging. Without further ado, let's get him open. And here we have the Black Ranger out of the box with all of his accessories. So let's quickly go through these. I really like, by the way, the gold on black. It just looks really nice. But he comes with an interchangeable head for Zach, obviously. So I think this definitely resembles the actor that played him on the old school show all those years ago. Looks really good. It's still crazy to me that all these years later we're getting these figures now. It's mad. We get his axe sort of gun, and I like how this sort of reloads as well. It's very much the same gun that come with the San Diego exclusive box set, which I will do a comparison to in a minute. But yeah, I like how that reloads. Just that mine's a little bit warped in the packaging, as you can see. I'm gonna have to get some hot water, cold water to that. But yeah, you can definitely load the gun, which I quite like. We get a blaster, which minimal paint, but we only get one blaster. We don't get a sort of unopened blaster for his holster. So you can holster that in him, but it's going to be sticking out constantly. We don't get one of those blasters where it's sort of folded up, unfortunately. We get an effect piece, which I assume is for the blaster. So yeah, there you go. That squeezes in there. So you can shoot people, but as I said, mine's a little bit warped, so I'm going to have to heat that up. But yeah, there's a nice blue sort of effect piece. Yeah, I'm sure you can reuse that if you wanted to as well. And then he gets two interchangeable hands. So you get a fisted hand, and then you get a karate chopping hand. And the two hands that are on the figure are both for holding his weapons, which I assume he can do so no problem. So there you go, there's him holding the blaster. And as I said, he will hold the axe in either hand as well. Probably a better idea to heat him up though than how I'm doing it now. But there you go, he will hold it, not a problem. I just need to heat it up. So yeah, accessories are a nice touch, even though when he wore this shield, he didn't actually use any of these accessories. but that doesn't matter. It's your display. Do it how you wish. But yeah, let's have a quick closer look at some of the details on this figure. So here's a closer look at the Black Ranger, and as I said, I really like the gold on black. I like how that looks, and I like his helmet as well with that sort of mastodon tusks in silver and the gold eyes. Yeah, I really like how that looks. I like the sort of gold on the dragon shield as well. I know some people don't like it, but I think it does work on this black. His sort of coin is a little bit blurry, but the mastodon is definitely there. You can see him sculpted a tiny bit, so you can see the mastodon. As I said, there's his harness with the gun. It will sit in there, but we don't get a folded up version of the gun. We get the gold armbands, of course. We get the checkers on the boots and on the wrists, and the rest of the figure is just all black. And as I said, you could remove this if you wanted to and have the Black Ranger, but you're obviously going to have the arms with the gold on them, so that will sort of be a bit stupid. But yes, this is the figure. Looks pretty good. Let's see what that Zack head looks like on here. So that pops off, and there's the Zack head. It is crazy, as I said, that all these years later we're getting some of the figures I actually wanted as a kid. I had the flipping Zack head Ranger. I had all the flipping Power Ranger figures with the heads, but this is much better. And I will still be getting the Black Ranger when it's re-released without the Dragon Shield. And I like the way how he can actually hold the helmets as well, as in the actual show, in the original Mighty Morphin show, they were helmets that they could physically hold. So you can pose them however you like. But yeah, looking really nice. I also wanted to show he will hold all the accessories, of course. So the axe with the weapon blaster effect on it does make it a little bit heavy, but with the good range of articulation, you can sort of balance him out. And of course, he's holding his blaster in the other hand there as well. And of course, you don't even have to have the blast effect on the gun, but it will just sort of plop in there. Plop's a good word, isn't it? But yeah, it will just go in there. And I have sort of warmed up the axe and straightened it up a little bit, so now you can load it better. I did try and get both hands on the axe, but the hands ain't open wide enough, so the gun can go in the blaster. But there is a decent articulation on here, so you can sort of get him to do it like that. If I sort of get my fingers in there and wrap it around the axe, like so, you can get him posed holding his axe, which I actually quite like how that looks. And again, if you wanted to, you could put the blaster in there and pose him up like he's shooting someone. But I'm yet to get any putties or anything, so I haven't really got any bad guys for him to shoot. But as you can see, he will hold the axe. You can get him in some good poses. I really like the range of articulation that these Lightning Collection Rangers are giving us. So he does come with interchangeable hands as well, of course. And I just want to quickly mention, I've got some sort of red blemish on my hands, straight from the packaging. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's definitely there. Yeah, it's not coming across very well on camera. But I thought it was from the gun, but it was there originally, which is strange because there's nothing next to them in the box that are red. So the hands pop out. Just be very careful. As you can see, there's a little hole. Then you can plug the new hands in. As I said, you get a karate chop hand and a fisted hand and two gun holding hands, and they pop in and out so easy. Now we can karate chop someone, not a problem. But I will stick the original hands back in. So yeah, good figure if you're a fan of the Power Rangers Mighty Morphin, of course. It is a nice little Easter egg character, as it is only a brief moment from the original series. But yeah, let's get into some comparisons of some of the other Power Rangers I've picked up. So my first comparison is obviously compared to the Red Ranger from the San Diego Comic-Con box set, where he's also wearing the dragon shield. So you can see these figures are very similar, just different colours, obviously. But this guy, the Black Ranger, doesn't have the dragon's sword flute. As you can see, the Red Ranger come with that, but the Black Ranger doesn't. But to be fair to the show, he never had it in the show either. But the Red Ranger does come with the sort of folded down gun that Zack doesn't. So there are a few subtle differences, but nothing major. But yeah, they are exactly the same figure, basically apart from the coins and obviously the heads. It's just a colour swap with different bouts. But we are yet to get the Black or Red Ranger without the Dragon Shield, so we know they're coming. I believe the Red Ranger is actually rumoured to come in Wave 3 of the Lightning Collection, so it is only a matter of time before we round out the original Power Rangers team. But if I bring in the other figure from that San Diego Comic-Con box set, you can see how much I like that sort of black and gold look in Power Rangers form, as we have the gold Zeo Ranger here. And yeah, these are starting to look really, really good. And if I take him out and bring in the White Ranger, as you can see, I don't actually have the Green Ranger yet to show you all three of the Dragon Shield figures, and I don't even have any putties, but these are looking really, really good. And of course, one last comparison, let's bring in Mr. Lord Zed himself. I'm hoping Lightning Collection get around to giving us a Rita at some point and more baddies, but you can see Lord Zed definitely taller than them both. But I can't wait to get some putties for these guys to fight on my display. But yeah, loving this Lightning Collection. It's so nostalgic. And for one last nostalgic blast, here we have three of the OG Power Rangers, all with their unmasked heads on, holding their helmets. And it's harder to get them to hold their helmets than you might think. But yes, we have Tommy, Zach, and of course Jason, white, black, and red, all looking great. Yeah, this Lightning Collection, so far, so good. Can't wait to get my hands on Goldar. He's on his way. So, final thoughts are, I'm really happy with this Black Ranger and his Dragon Shield. Yes, it's from a tiny scene from the original series, but it's a nice little Easter egg, and it gets people asking questions when they see it on your shelf. But let's be honest, the OG Power Rangers fans know exactly what this is all about, and I think they've done a great figure, and there's no doubt we're going to get this without the Dragon Shield on eventually as well. But as I said, he did randomly turn up in the UK, so for anyone who's going to ask me where I got him, I'm in the UK. I got mine from Forbidden Planet. He did turn up on Comic and Cocktails, and he also turned up on In Demand Toys, but in the US I believe is going to be an exclusive to maybe GameStop, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments below how you get on. He may already be in stores by the time you see this video, as I've got him in hand, so he's clearly here in existence, on his way sooner rather than later. But you let me know in the comments below, are you trying to get hold of this figure? Are you a fan of the Lightning Collection so far? For me, I'm all in. I originally said I'm only getting Mighty Morphin and Zeo, but so far everything has been good, and I want more villains. And as I said, I can't wait to get Goldar. I still need to find a Pink Ranger if anyone can help me out. Hopefully I'll get the Green Ranger with some putties soon. If anyone wants to hook me up, let me know in the comments below. But as always, people, my name is Dan W. Make sure you check out that videos tab for mainly Marvel Legends, but then anything else I want to buy along the way. But yeah, until then, people, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much. And my name has been Dan W. And of course, I shall see you on the next one.